Hi, and welcome back to Fools and Fates, our little D&D campaign where I, Daniel, is the DM? Is the DM. Yes, I know how to speak. I know words. I know grammar. Don't worry about it. It's all fine. And on this little adventure, our fated are in the middle of a little dungeon run and has just fought a dragon statue, but still. We've now won because we have a dungeon and we had some dragons. Now we play the game. Now back to the end.
Game over.
Game over.
No, there's still more dungeon. So don't worry about that. I'm also just going to raise my table a little bit. There we go. And before we jump into the action, I would like my players to introduce themselves as well as their characters.
Hi, my name is Katrina. I play Adeema Strongjaw, a fighter Goliath, level 6. Yeah. Dragon Slayer.
Hi, I'm Ty. I'm playing a 6th level human wizard by the name of Orpheus, a master of the arcane art of the Titan Nolik.
Hi, my name's
The brave.
Alex. The brave. Name's Alex. I'm playing Baast, who is a Beastmaster Ranger. 5 levels of Beastmaster Ranger and a level of Rogue that I've thrown in fairly recently. So I'm getting my sneak on.
Also nicknamed Dragon Shoeing Toy.
The squeak toy.
No, squeak toy.
Hi, I'm Marianne. I play Wren Shadeleaf, a halfling druid, level 6. Yeah.
I never say like what the race is. Like I'm a goblin elf. I'm a little bit of goblin, a little bit of elf.
A little bit of rogue, a little bit of
Little
ranger.
A little bit of that.
bit of
Welcome
goblin
to
on the
Flavor
side,
Town.
a little
Does that make you a Gelf or an Ublin?
Yes.
I'm an
Ooh, Gelf.
elf.
Gelf for life. We're okay.
Gal.
Or would it make you golf?
Golf.
Yeah, because if you take Geo
Goblin.
from
Yep, golf.
Yeah.
Golf.
Yeah, it's your golf. Your
He's,
golf.
he's an OG golf.
Yeah.
I'm a golf.
So you actually, yeah, that also explains why you roll so low.
Oh, you slow, bro. You slow.
Oh.
Because you want a low score. No.
Low score.
we're not
low
playing golf,
handicap.
we are playing
That's
D&D.
what you want.
Yeah.
So
I know
last
golf.
time, so last time our party defeated the dragon puzzle.
Not we. Adeema did.
Of course you did. Of course you did.
And have opened the door to the next room, where was a small hallway, and then a little bit out there was a ledge, and then what seemed, from at least from a distance, to be a pit.
Awesome.
Living on the ledge.
Great.
Did we have a short rest before we went on?
Yes, we forgot to do that, but yes, short rest. So we'll start with the most exciting part of D&D, rolling to heal.
Oh, where did all my damage go?
I'm just gonna.
Ella managed to get up exactly full.
Yeah.
How do...
There
Go
should
in-
be a button that's called short rest.
Yeah. If you hit the campfire symbol if you're using your app on the phone,
Yep.
and then you take
Short
short
rest.
rest,
Yep.
and then you note off how many hit dice you want to roll, and
Yep.
automatically apply healing dice results.
Yeah. I did it the
Yeah,
wrong
it
order,
doesn't.
but I
It
but I
doesn't
did.
do that for me. I'm just gonna roll them. No.
I think.
Oh, nothing happened when I did it.
Nah, same here. But I mean,
So how many
you remember-
dice do you roll then? You roll...
You have up to 6, so you can choose.
Okay, just gonna find my dice thingamabob. And it's D10s? No,
Yes.
1 D10. I'll
yeah.
do 2. 2 D10s.
Roll
So
2
I
dice,
wrote-
and you also add your Constitution modifier. So for Dima, that's +2, I think.
Yeah, +2. So I have then 9 plus 5 plus 2.
No, +4 because you rolled 2. So it's 2 for every die you roll.
Oh, so then 9 times 9 is then 18?
18, yes.
18. So we'll...
I'm just drinking a healing potion.
cool.
Woohoo!
If you just drink
I'm not.
You're
I'm
not?
not.
Okay.
Marianne was.
Marianne. Okay. Yeah. Yeah. It's good to have some potions.
Ooh, yep.
All right, I'm
Yep.
almost back up.
Oh,
Yes.
same.
Sweet.
So. You.
Yeah.
Yes. As you go into the next room, you get through this short little hallway, and then you get to a ledge, and you have about 2 meters from sort of where the hallway ends and to the end of the ledge. You now see that the room is, well, exceptionally large. It is about 20 meters wide, and from the ledge where you're standing until the ledge on the other side, you can estimate it would be about between 50 to 60 meters. And
Oof.
as you look down, there seems to just be a pit that just goes straight down. There's just a polished edge, and it goes down, and about 40 meters down there seems to just be like a fog or like a cloud down there somewhere. You don't see the bottom.
No good.
Is there any stones around? Or can I take a coin and throw down into the hole?
You can take a coin and throw it down.
Yeah? Yeah?
And you throw it down, and it goes, and it goes, it disappears into the clouds, and it goes,
Oh Jesus!
and you hear nothing.
It's either
You're
very
halfling.
soft down
You
there.
threw away money.
Orpheus jumps after.
No, don't worry, I'll save you.
Can
Let's see. Is there anything here that could? Is there anything here that like, riddle and this thing seems to get us across? Is there any hint of what we should do to get for?
It's a smooth wall. Just there's the walls behind you just smooth, almost like polished, and like on the sides as well, going across this pit.
And there's no like, there's just your classical Indiana Jones, just wall to wall, like pit in the middle.
Yes.
Door on the opposite side.
Exactly.
Yeah. All right then. Does anybody have any? I'm guessing if it's Indiana Jones thing, if it's an invisible bridge, maybe spot magical stuff. I bump Orpheus.
I can try. Give me a little while, and I'll ritually cast. Well, it would be
is there
detect magic.
sand around?
There is no sand.
Dust on the ground?
Like almost like the entire thing up to here.
Sorry.
It's very, very
Clean.
Bad. It's very
Someone
clean.
dusted.
It's
Does any one of us have very heavy dandruff? Maybe we can use that.
Orpheus!
No, I use hidden sorcery.
Can I like take my rope and I'll hold the end and I kind of
You
just
cast-
toss it forward? I just want to see if it falls on something or like.
roll me a d10.
I'm rolling a d10.
Yeah, just roll me a d10.
I feel like that was a dumb move immediately.
It's gonna explode. And we die.
6.
You throw it out, and it sort of just goes and falls, and then hangs limply down.
Okay, well, worth a shot, I guess. I just kind of rolled it up and
Yeah.
put it back. Orpheus, you got anything?
Well, when time's passed, can you detect anything here? Is there any magical effects working here?
Yes, as detect magic, as you're done with the ritual, you do sense magic. And you sense that there are some invisible floating platforms. Yes, this is very Indiana Jones.
Indiana Jones.
And you can sense that, by looking out, you can sort of see vaguely where they are, because it's almost like shimmers. And you see that Baast was unlucky, and there was a chance of him hitting, but it didn't.
But how long is it? How far do you have to jump from each to each?
In the beginning, the first few meters, it's not that long. It's, you can easily step from one to the other if you know where to step. Then when it comes to the middle, you see 2 platforms that are moving from side to side.
Okay.
And apart from that, there seems to be a further distance. So then,
How large are the platforms? Like enough for only one, or can multiple people stand on one time, or
2 people could stand on one, at least in the beginning, until the moving.
or at least like Adeema and takes one up on her own, and like Wren can stand with anyone else.
Well, by size, just comparing, no, actually, she and anybody else can stand there. 'Cause 2 medium creatures, because we do go by sort of like D&D rules on this. So
No size shaming.
no size shaming. But
So,
if there were more of smaller sized creatures, as halflings and such, you can have more than 4.
Okay.
So Orpheus takes up his hand. He starts chanting, "You may notice something in the throat of phosphorus engineer," and he conjures up dancing lights, some blue orbs of lights. First one out of his hand, one hand, one out of the other, and for a total of 4 torch, like globe-sized. And the first one he'll mark the closest platform with. "Follow me," and it steps onto that, and then he uses one to mark the next, and the next, so always 4.
And so
They're
with
invisible,
that-
yes.
Okay.
Yes, there are 4 platforms that you can easily step on to get to where the moving ones are. And
Yeah,
then-
but
How-
first, yeah.
How far is from where we are to the other side?
You said 50 to 60 meters?
yeah, about 50 to 60 meters.
What's
So
that?
And from the-
in feet, it's around 150 feet.
150 feet.
Yes.
Okay. What's my
And
jump
once you
speed?
pass these 4, the next 2 are moving, which will make it considerably harder.
Okay.
Well, if you step onto one of them, Orpheus, we will know where it is.
No, I'll move the lights when we all come up, and we can I'll keep marking the path forward with the lights when we are there.
Okay. But if you can see
Well-
them, we'll follow you.
Yeah.
And I'll step forward until I'm on the 4th one,
Yeah.
waiting. There's room for 2 in each.
All right.
Yeah.
I'll
And then,
follow tight after Orpheus.
Yes.
Yeah, and then when that's done, I'll take the 2 hindmost lights and float them through the air using hand gestures, and gently put them down on the moving ones and have them move along.
I guess.
Those 2.
Yeah.
I've
guess me
tied
and
a rope
Baba are
around
moving.
myself and kind of handed it to Adeema.
Yeah, I've tied it to my belt.
Cool. I guess me and Bob are kind of
if Wren
stepping
falls,
along.
then
Yeah.
you can dangle. If Adeema falls, Wren is also fucked.
Yeah, but Wren is happy with that.
I hope you land on me, just so it can be softer.
I don't like this relationship at all.
Yeah, so it'll be about
I-
5% of our body that's not totally smashed, you mean?
That
I wish I
whole
had a
thing
grape
makes
here
me
right now.
super
Grape right here, no. Wren, and I'll show you exactly how that would work.
Do we need to roll for anything?
No, because on the moving ones, Orpheus, you see that 2 people can stand on there, but since it is moving and then getting to the next one,
Yeah, because
Yeah,
they're both
they-
moving, and then I'm moving. I'm gonna guess they're not moving perpendicular to each
no,
other.
they're doing the classic,
Yeah.
video game back and forth.
Oh, I was never good at those.
Ah.
I've played too much Crash Bandicoot back in the day.
Oh yeah, this is just Zelda for me. This is just like mm-hmm.
I'm like Super
And
Mario.
how far
on
do you have to do? Like how far? And by all means, please answer on how far I'm gonna jump by giving me roughly idea of the target number I have to hit to jump.
Jumping to the first one, since you can see them and have them marked with lights, isn't a problem. Jumping from the first moving to the second one, it's an athletics or acrobatics check with a DC 10.
I'm guiding Adeema.
Does it help that I have the jump ring? Now that I remember that I have it.
Yes. With the jump ring, well, that's more for distance. So on the further ones, beyond those, because this is to sort of get the timing right.
Yeah,
It's not about a distance thing, but the later ones are distance. So the jump ring will definitely help there.
Cool.
Okay. Right. Would it be helpful if someone was standing on your jumper tail and like catching you, like in case you struggle to hit correctly or something without the?
You're so nervous for this jump.
It's just a jump.
He's gonna fall on his robes.
Like I gotta like put it. It's a DC 10, right? That means on a D20 to begin with, I have 50-50 chance, which means with my +1 dexterity, that would be like.
Well, technically, it's a 55% chance.
Because 10 is enough. Yeah, because 10 is enough.
Yes.
It's about time you risk something, Orpheus.
Can I
Jump.
guide him?
I
instead?
shout.
You can guide him instead. Yes.
Yeah. I'll guide him instead because I know that he is a little.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's taking too long.
Otherwise, I'll let you.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, here goes. Nothing. Remember me fondly.
I roll my literal eyes like.
Not your figurative
okay.
eyes.
We'll do.
I roll my hypothetical eyes.
In my mind.
Is there a reason I can't roll? My character sheet won't let me roll acrobatics. Well,
He's trying to stop you. He's like, you're a wizard now. You're sure.
Yeah, like, but it's different. It's like
You will
okay,
die.
I can't explain it, but it's actually like I can't hit the plus bonus is possible to hit there. It's just no like circle on the roll. I'll use athletic instead. I'm equally shitty at that, so it doesn't really matter.
Yeah.
That's very odd.
Oh well, then it's fine. I got 15.
Yeah.
And with guidance, that should be 12. Like,
Yeah. You
jump.
don't even need to use the guidance. So yeah, jumping that is no problem. So you get to the second moving one, and from the second moving one, you don't need to jump to get to the next one. That's also just sort of a timing thing. But since you can see it, it's okay. But from that one till the next one, you can see there is a distance.
How many feet distance?
It comes to, let's see, that's 2 meters. It's 15 feet,
Which is in meters.
which is in meter 5 meters.
Oh, I can throw him. Don't worry.
No,
I can
don't
throw
worry
you
about
that
that.
distance.
Yeah, but then landing would be a problem.
Well, I can't do everything for him. I can just move him.
I can provide the distance.
You can float. You have that floaty spell. I
I
can
was gonna think,
throw
okay.
you.
That goes downwards.
Yeah, but if I
Yeah,
throw
sort
him
of, yeah.
high enough, he can just float down. I'm a problem solver.
When I use the rows of when I use the objects with a robe of useful items, I can't put them back, right? Then I
Yeah,
then
if
there's-
you, when you
there's-
use from the rope, you.
Yeah, because I'm seriously considering just using one of the ladders, and we can use that as a portable bridge from platform to platform.
Yeah.
You crawling across.
Not bad. Yeah, it's not a bad idea.
Who's the next person who's going to do the?
Yeah,
Was that Baast?
hard jump.
I'm probably me and Baba are probably going after Orpheus.
Yeah.
Daisy's already jumped over.
Yeah, somehow, no, you can see
She's standing there
Daisy,
waiting.
like, because it's a sleek wall and there should be nothing to stand on, like at all. There is no grip. Daisy is walking on the wall, just like typical Goldfan, just like.
Probably
Ow.
eating something that isn't even there. She's
Yeah,
constantly
exactly.
chewing on shit.
Yeah, it's eating ghost moss.
Yeah.
I will say, Beast of the Land has a climb speed of 40 feet.
Yes.
So, like, can Baba just climb there? Can he
If Baba
on the wall?
Well, on the wall you can't really. Well, it's a really hard climb. On the wall. It's easier if you have a climb speed. this is just making Daisy, super powered goats for no reason, because that's what she does. She's just there, but that's her power.
Yeah, I mean, she doesn't provide any mechanical.
But can you turn Baba into a bird again?
I'm just,
No, but if Baba say jumps and just fails, there's a chance to grab on, and with the climbing speed, I'll allow that to be a low DC.
Yeah, well, I mean, we're just gonna jump. We're just gonna follow.
Yep.
Follow Orpheus. Let me know when to roll for both of us.
Yes, just roll for that. That's a DC 10.
Dex save or check?
No, either athletics or acrobatics.
Acrobatics it is.
I'm assuming you'll use that.
So 19 for me.
Yeah, no problem at all.
And Baba, I'm gonna roll for him as well. So that's a 15.
Mm-hmm. Also
natural without any bonuses.
Yeah.
Reload the character sheet and no acrobatics is back.
Nice.
Yeah. So now it's a little bit crowded there, so somebody needs to move on to the next platform before the next people can. Well, you can stand on the moving Well, you are on the second moving platform.
But we can move to the first moving though.
Yeah. Yeah, going to the first moving, it's no problem. You can just go and stand there.
Yeah, we have to wait until... I'm like, boys, you need to move.
Yes.
Yeah, just give me a little second here, and I'm gonna spend... Well, I'm gonna stand there. Well, I'm standing there preparing a spell, like literally casting a spell all the way time while coming up from behind. And I'm gonna cast Unseen Servant.
Going back and forth.
Yeah.
And he's like... I have a bit of string and a bit of wood there, waving his hands, mumbling some incantations, and I'm gonna summon it, and I'm gonna have it stand at the other platform and grab me when I jump in case I don't make it.
Yeah,
because I do simple task, right? Like just grabbing a hold of me.
Fuck it. That's a genius use of that. I'll give you advantage on the check.
Yep.
Orpheus
is the unseen servant?
Never underestimate Orpheus' self-preservation skills. He will always find a way.
Where there is a chance that I might survive, I will find a way.
Yes.
Why didn't we let the unseen servant look for the eye in the other room and instead risk my life?
Because it's a simple. I can't get it to get something I can't see. Like I have to like. It can only simple command. I can't say.
Well, okay, then.
Find the one that looks like it's a black dragon's eyes. That's a bit.
It will go and start picking up things and be like.
Fuck logics. We'll blame Orpheus. We'll blame.
16.
16. You do have advantage, but 16 is just what you need to make that jump.
Yep.
So you jump and you just jump and almost slide to the other side as this you suddenly feel just a gentle hand on your chest, just sort of just stopping you.
Cool.
And you can see the last jump to the ledge is one that's just a little further.
But not more than 24. Yeah, but not more than 24 feet.
No, not longer than that. No, it is 20 feet.
But I'll summon. I'll move the unseen servant and then glide over to the next one.
He just floats over.
Yeah, and
Can he carry you?
No.
No, because it's a white. I can see it's a white restriction on what he can do. It's generally like it's the sort of thing you used to do my laundry, fold my shirts, that sort of thing.
I would love one of them ones.
Don't you have one of those?
I do. It's called.
It has it's an armor class of 10, 1 hit point, and a strength of 2, and it can't attack, so it can't use the attack.
Fantastic. Strength 2 is pretty. I mean,
pretty badass.
It's horrible. It's so bad.
Yeah.
solid.
It
can hold an empty backpack.
Yeah.
You fill it and just like nah.
So like you couldn't even like grab Wren and fly her home.
Nope.
Calling me
Maybe
fat.
the flower crown.
Cool.
So let's see it. Oh, well, that's good. I got the advantage.
Yeah, you have advantage, and you also have
guidance.
Still the guidance of the D4.
So let's see. So 16 and then plus D4 for guidance.
Yes.
That would be roll.
Roll.
Then we got 20.
That's what you need.
God damn.
Yeah.
Jesus Christ. I'm sitting here just like 16.
like
D4,
grabbing
like,
and holding.
this is either a 4 or it's a chance to almost fall to,
Living on the ledge.
Grabbing like and then grab
Yeah.
by
It's the edge of glory.
and another side he goes, mend.
You know the very cartoony thing when they're standing on an edge and sort of just bouncing back and forth. But the unseen servant just comes in and just round you back and just gently just gives you the nudge to just get your balance over.
You're right there, Orpheus.
Fine, my mystical arts has once again saved the day.
For
Excuse me for a little moment.
himself. I looked down at Wren. For himself.
And as you're on the other side, you now can see that there is some
trap.
suddenly something starts glowing on the wall.
No glowing
Go
on the wall.
and look at it.
No,
What is it?
no,
What is
no.
it?
You see, and as you it says, the
I know
one
what
who
it is.
makes the one that makes the path can open it for others.
Mm.
Well, fuck me.
And as you stand there and as you understand it, suddenly the rest of you now can suddenly see these platforms, and the moving ones start moving, and you can see them actually start expanding, and it just becomes a bridge over.
Hey, look at
Oh,
that!
my
This
great
is the-
one, Orpheus.
What the hell
Yes.
are you doing, Orpheus? There
Son
is-
of a useless one to do the job.
That's great. Your
Yes,
arcane.
Fortunately, my
arts have
arcane
proved
powers
themselves.
allowed me to master the magic here and form a solid bridge for you.
Can I make an inside check?
I want an
And then-
inside check.
and then I'm
I
just
want an
gonna-
inside check.
And then I use a cantrip minor illusions to just cover
I
up
just
the
want to see
writing
if
on the wall.
if I clock that or if I'll.
I rolled a 19.
17.
Hello?
He'd be lying.
The
Can I-
both of you are
can I-
like,
Can I roll
Oh.
performance?
yeah, roll a performance or a
Hell
deception.
yes.
Am I still guided?
No, you use that.
I run over and I guide him.
Hey, guide me.
15. Not like
15.
62.
The thing is, the two of you clock that he definitely believes that. But there was probably something else. You did see something shining on the wall. You just couldn't see what it was. But yes.
No, it's just blurry.
No, but then again, now
It's just blurry.
Orpheus in Adeema's very grand sense of self, at least Orpheus is useful.
Yeah, I'm just gonna let him have this. I think
I'm
not
I'm
gonna
letting
make a
him
thing
have
out of
it.
at all. It's like nice one, Orpheus.
I love when the casters ends up doing the physical puzzle.
Yeah.
Jumping. Like without the guidance and the help of without the guidance, I needed a 9.
Oh god, that would be so bad. It would be so bad. But yeah, we don't have to deal with that.
I should have just used the ladder.
Yeah.
Yeah, the ladder
pretty
would
much.
have just cancelled the last jump. Yeah, because that's a very creative way of thing to do. I was like,
I mean, that was
I hadn't
great.
Why make shit easy when you can make it difficult? Oh,
But we
man.
might use them. But that might be useful later. I mean, might have a useful. I actually have 2, so could have just left 1. But might have a useful
Wait, you
later.
can't pick it up again?
Order.
I can
you
pick it
can't-
up, but it's then it's a normal ladder. Then we have to carry a ladder with us.
Oh, okay.
yeah, and then you have a ladder to carry around.
Don't
It's like
mind
the
me.
reason we don't have a battering ram anymore. I didn't like that's back at the cabin. It's not like I'm gonna be
Yeah,
ours
yeah.
carrying a battering ram around.
Alright.
Okay, so you can
did
only
so
you can
well.
only take.
Yeah, it's like a
items
so
out.
like once used, like I can't put them back into.
Oh,
so when he showed
that's
it to you, that's a bit we're punching rules a bit, but it's like since I didn't take it out and use it.
Okay.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I was like, you didn't take it out and use it, so yeah,
No.
allowed
Yeah.
it to be like,
Okay.
yeah, fuck it.
Yeah,
For comic effects.
yeah.
It's
I
much
see.
funnier to show a ladder than here's a
Yeah.
patch, and
Yeah.
it's a ladder. I promise. It's like what?
Yeah, that's great.
On to the next. Let's
All
move.
right, is there another door?
Yes, another door that leads on,
Great.
which brings you to yet another square room. You can see there's a door on the opposite side, and there are 4 large pillars in this room. Not like exactly in the middle, but if you sort of made a grid in this room, they would be on the.
Yeah.
I'll do a little perception rolling.
Good, we
Yes.
will. I want to do a perception.
I'm
Yes.
gonna follow
the
that as
room
well.
is let's see,
7. Okay.
13. I probably don't see much.
20
I
by
forget
20 meters.
I forget to guide myself, so nope.
Yeah.
14.
They're like, it's the room. It's got some pillars and shit in
Pillars,
it.
it's nice.
Pillars.
The pillars, I'll describe the room some more, because in this room, as unlike the previous one, there's carvings again, and this room is again filled with different fated, but a lot fewer here. than-
Carvings,
let's-
not like
yeah, carvings.
corpses
No, carvings, carvings on the walls.
or people standing around watching us. I don't know.
No. Now you walk into a room, there's 7 other people there. So 2 of them are just sitting there eating, playing some cards.
That's what Fated does.
Yeah, one is
Play
practicing his tight 5 for his stand-up routine.
Hey! Set list all the way.
Yeah, no. This is not the backstage of some comedy club.
Yep.
You can see there are, but those around seem all to be sort of very stoic and very sort of presenting, and you can see they have some symbols on them. And the pillars are full of carvings as well. This of the language that has previously come to you, but now as you look at it, you don't quite understand it. There are different symbols around, and you can see there are different kinds of languages. What languages do people know?
What do I know?
You see.
Apart from common, I speak Draconic, Dwarvish, Elvish, Goblin, and Thieves' Cant.
Where do I see this?
Common, dwarvish, and
Proficiency
giant.
in languages. I speak common, elvish, goblin, and halfling.
Sorry, where?
Yeah.
Where?
If you go, it's proficiency, belief, features, and traits, but above the description.
I don't know why I didn't check, but I probably could have seen something written in Draconic when we were back in the Dragon Room.
You see where it says like the little square with the red dots, right?
Yes.
Next to where you can see where you're dialing.
Oh, sorry, I've just never. Common, Druid, Halfling, Sylvan.
So actually in Druidic, and you do recognize, because there are other languages here, but none that anybody else recognizes. But you do catch a little bit of Druidic, and there is you can see one of the pillars, the Druidic word for water.
Is there? And is this symbol on any of the fated ones?
As you look around, you do see someone who looks like, well, just by looking at him, you can sort of get a druidic feeling, because they're standing with like a staff that's full of like leaves and such, and you can see that they have like animals around them, and you can see that on the cloak the same symbol is there.
These pillars, are they like from floor to ceiling, or?
Yes, floor to ceiling.
If there's something about water here, I don't know. Maybe something about elements, perhaps. There's 4, I don't know.
4 elements.
Like the gods and all that. That like maybe something's connected there. And I'll walk over to the druidic, like the drawing of the and see if like the marking on him, if I touch.
As you go over and you touch it, nothing seemed to happen. But you do see on the fated around this person, that's also now closer to this pillar, all seem to have symbols that you can recognize on that pillar, on them. in some
You
way.
see kind of Baast
the
interest is
others?
immediately peaked as soon as you say that it's a symbol for water. Would I see that is this the same symbol that is used for Vane? Is that the name of the water titan?
Yes, as you go around and you start looking on this pillar, you do find her symbol.
So let's see if you find
Any
Titan
other-
symbols on any else one.
Well, this symbol is very close to my heart, but do you see any other Titan symbols?
Do I?
Well, I'm quite familiar with but both magic and of course fire.
Do you want me to?
Right.
Yeah, I'm like
Roll
the
perception or investigation checks for me, if you please.
guide myself.
I will roll investigation and go around and see if I can see any others. Well, not one. Never mind.
Is it a D4 or D6 with guidance?
Not 20, 27.
Perception or
Sweet.
investigation?
I could like roll that when I was jumping, risking my life.
Oh, well,
Well, we need it more now, I think.
yeah.
No.
Yeah.
11. Nothing.
Baast that kind of just he's kind of stuck by the water, the vein symbol.
Yeah.
Haven't really seen it since he last was like at a temple for Vane, I guess.
Yes. Let me just need to find the right documents because I have too many things up. Somewhere.
Do you think like tossing, I don't know, water on it will help?
Yeah.
Do we need to give them like an offering?
With natural 20, and especially since you do have a bit of a connection to, especially like the Fire Titan, Flahem, you do see their symbol on one of the other ones. You recognize that, and you look around and you recognize the symbol for Roque, the Earth Titan, and also for Laft, the Air Titan.
I'm gonna
So
spit on the water symbol.
Yeah.
And I'm like beneath you holding up like a water skin.
This is how we do it where I'm from.
Yes. You spit
Yeah,
on
you
it,
do like
and
to spit.
you do see that it starts shining blue. And
Ah.
I would like everybody to roll initiative.
Okay.
Yeah.
Because that was not what we were supposed to do and went instantly across the room to attack us.
Well,
I'm gonna. That was just a 6. I'm gonna save my luck. I'm not gonna re-roll my initiative.
Oh, well,
11.
oh, come on. Yeah. 16.
14.
Let's see. Last 14, 16 for Orpheus. Wren, you had what, 11 again? Very
I had
consistent.
6.
And then 6. Yes. As you do that and that starts to glow, all of you feel a rumble as the door behind you shuts close. And you can suddenly see it's shifting in the floor by one of the other pillars and by the Earth Titan's pillar. You suddenly see a rock element or an earth elemental start climbing out of the floor. You can see suddenly a ignition by the fire one, as if fire elementals start appearing.
Because we didn't do it at the same time.
Yep.
And you can see by the last one that sort of the wind starts picking up and turn into a wind elemental.
Oh no.
Oh, well, never had that reaction before.
No, the blue glow fades, and we are in initiative. So yes, on
Sorry about that, guys.
The Earth Elemental is going to pick one of you at random. It's going to go against Orpheus.
Not me.
You see as it rises up, and these sort of just made out of rock. One of the arms sort of goes out for you, and though it's far away, suddenly the arm just detaches and it flies towards you as to punch you from a distance.
No bueno.
Distance punch, and it slams into the wall next to you as it
Lucky
only
bugger.
got a 10.
Well, that's good. Well, he needs four. I got 14 with the mage armor. So
14, good to know. Yeah. So that slams into the wall next to you, and it's very loud, and you can sort of feel just.
But there was no water element.
No water elemental, no.
Mm-hmm.
But the
which pillar was I standing next to now, like close to? Just to get that clear. Like, which one of the pillars?
I would say since, well, you're probably closest to the rock one, since he's the one who tried to punch you. I just got it.
Yeah. So the one with the earth pillar.
Yes. And then it's Orpheus in initiative.
Well, we're gonna try a Hail Mary first. He grabs into his component punch, will grab some sand, which actually is dirt, which is actually earth, and throws it on the symbol for Titan of Earth. See if I can dispel it that way.
You throw it on that, and the earth the earth elemental does go away. Now you hear rushing water as that comes out of the pillar and goes up, and you can see the fire elemental grows in size, and so does the air elemental.
Yeah, I'm just going to need to dispel it if it looked like we had to fight them, or we can dispel them again. Then he's going to show them. Yes, we have to do it all at the same time. Grab a pillar.
I have a fiery sword. I'll take the fire elemental, I shout.
And with that, it's the air elemental. That's going after Wren. And it comes up to you, and sort of suddenly you can feel this air all around you. And I need you to roll a strength saving throw for me.
Strength. Thank you very much.
You tiny.
I have -1. Oh my god.
How is that possible?
Because she got minus on natural, like the race modifier is on strength is minus.
Yeah, that's not going to do it.
But did you roll a 1? Isn't that luck? Is that halfling luck here?
No, she rolled a 4, which makes it 3.
Oh.
So you are going to get flung
You huffed and puffed.
to the wall.
Which direction? Towards its air pillar, or?
I'm going to roll for direction. So
yes, please.
Yeah, because that's the thing, and then I'll roll damage.
My AC is 16, by the way, because of bark skin.
Yeah. Unfortunately, this was a save thing, and you're just thrown against the wall with very high force.
Yeah.
Ooh. You take 15 points of bludgeoning damage as you're slammed into the wall, and you are actually closest to the air pillar.
Yes! Ow, yes! Ow.
Unfortunately, you have the wind knocked out of you.
No!
Wave your hands,
Baast,
wave your hands.
it's your turn.
Alright, so I see...
Hold action.
What is closest to me?
The water. Well, you just spit on the water one, so.
Well, yeah, but there isn't a water elemental.
Yeah, there is a water
here.
elemental now.
Now.
Oh,
no, it's
there is
coming.
one.
It's coming
Yes,
now.
because he threw sand at the earth pillar. The earth elemental disappeared and the water elemental appeared, but the fire and air one just grew in size.
Okay.
Awesome.
I'm gonna say, tell me when to spit, and I'm gonna hold an action so I can spit at the same time as someone else is gonna channel something into their thing.
Yeah.
And I'm gonna tell Baba to hold off one of them. So he's gonna go and attack the closest elemental to me.
Yeah, that'll be the water elemental.
Cool. As much as it pains me. Great. I'm just gonna roll an attack for him.
Yep.
12 plus whatever the hell he has for that.
I assume he has more than +2 to hit, so it probably hits.
Yes. Yeah.
Yeah.
Spell
I'll give it
attack
away. It's an
modifier.
AC.
Yeah.
So roll damage.
Cool. That is a D8 plus 5. So it is 10 total.
10 total. Nice. That brings
Hyena
us.
jumps forward.
Yeah. Oof. That brings us to the water elemental, who's now being attacked by a hyena. So he's going to try to grab the hyena and just pull it into itself.
Oh, that's no good.
So. Ooh, yeah. I assume 22 hits the AC.
Yeah.
Yeah. He just grabs it and just pushes Baba into it. So now Baba is in it and just
engulfed in
sloshing
water.
around. What's the Constitution modifier for Baba? Do you have that?
Yeah, it's +2.
+2. That means he can stay in there 2 rounds before he drowns.
Okay, good to know.
Yep. There's no save on that. Just after 2 rounds.
Yeah,
Drowning in D&D is horrible. Just it's brutal.
Yeah. But like, if I have to, I will just deactivate it by like spitting on it to save him. But
just letting you know, it's just 2 rounds.
Yeah,
Can you make him into a fish?
I mean, I could, but I need a long rest.
Dolphin.
Okay.
We'll take a long rest, and I'll turn him into like
A blue whale.
Wren, it's your turn.
What's the sea equivalent of a hyena?
If I can move as close to
Pariah?
Yeah, you can.
Barracuda?
I'm thinking like those deep
Hunts.
sea fish with the lamp thing.
Yeah.
You know what I'm talking about,
Yeah,
right?
I know what you're talking about.
Yeah, anglerfish.
Anglers, yes.
I wanna on that topic. I wanna move towards the wind one, and I wanna hold my action.
Yep.
And I'll shout out, "I'm ready when you are." And I'm going to try and position myself so I'm not like directly in line of, if there's stuff like
Yep.
if it's a pillar. Okay.
Yes, you move around a little bit, no problem at all. Then it's the fire elemental, who is just, well, first of all, it's just going to go up and start swinging at Adeema.
Bring it, bitch.
Going to try to swing once. And that misses, because that's a 15. And
As
then
I know.
it's gonna move into your space, so you're now on fire.
What?
Oh.
Yes.
What?
It's just gonna. Hello.
Yeah, it's just like he tried to hit you, but it didn't. So it just takes up the same space as you, and he just because this is a creature that's just made of fire.
Yeah.
Elementals are absolute bitches.
Alright,
That's a tactic.
Okay,
Yes.
so I have no way of defending that, react to it.
No.
Yeah, it's gonna probably be a saving throw again, I guess.
You are on fire, which
You
means
run into the water element.
you can or another creature must spend an action to not be on fire anymore. But on your turn, you'll take 1d8 of fire damage.
No problem. No, you didn't have to use your sword. You could just hug the pillar.
And now it's your turn.
Okay, so I need to spend 1 turn not to be on fire?
If you want to take yourself out, you don't have to do that right now, but at the beginning of your turn, you do take 2 points of fire damage.
No, I obviously I don't want to be on fire, so we're not going to stay there. I want to get to the fire pillar away from this fire elemental.
Yes.
So I want to position myself as best as I can.
Yeah. As you step out, you're still on fire, because that's just a condition.
Okay, yeah, okay. So how much damage do I take?
2.
Just
2.
Just
2.
Oh.
It's not a lot, but just over time, because you.
Yeah, I get it.
If you want to do something to the pillar, you need to hold your action, meaning you can't use your action.
No, then I'll hold it. That's the most important thing, I think.
Yeah. That's just the annoying thing about being on fire in combat, because you
Yeah,
want to do other things, and you just
but
slowly take damage.
I have special moves after long rest and short rest where I can heal. It says, but I'll get to that. I won't do it now.
Yeah, don't need to do that now. Yes, that brings us up to the top of the round, and there's no earth elemental, so Orpheus.
Everyone ready? Now! and I'll throw. We'll throw. Well, do our respective bits. Throw dirt on the dirt pillar. And...
You throw dirt. What does Baast do?
I'll spit on the water thing again.
Wren?
I'll blow at it.
Yeah. And
Real life
Adeema.
Fifth Elemental style.
Firestorm, motherfuckers!
Yes. And with that, since they're all activated at the same time, all of the elementals disappear. Adeema's still on fire.
Yeah. I'm like, ow, 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 ow.
You take 4 more damage, and then you can put it out.
Oh,
Stop,
thank
drop,
you.
and roll.
Stop,
drop, and roll. Yeah.
But yes, the door on the other side, you do hear like a shaking, and it does open.
That was interesting. Like, I've never seen an elemental before. Have you?
Well, no.
Yes,
no,
I've seen fire elementals before. I have not seen wind nor earth elementals.
No.
Like,
Also,
Water
they're
elementals are the
really
only difference.
cool.
we're
Do
very
you think
fascinating.
do you think they know like the gods and stuff?
They probably have some type of connection to the Titans, I presume. Yeah. Well, I didn't think it would trigger the whole thing. Well, it's custom where I'm from to pay tribute to the Water Titans. So I do apologize if I didn't wait for any synchronization from us, but
Did you
we
know?
sorted it out.
Well, I feel that Adeema is the one that should be apologized to. She, after all, is the one that was set on
I'm
fire.
like my beautiful cloak, but it's fine. It's magical. It could do with a wash. It's fine.
I'll
Of
do
course.
it. It's fine.
Don't worry,
you
come
need,
here.
like,
And
some
he
embroidering or
talks and
something?
waves fingers, and he bends the cloak,
Yeah.
like erasing the fire damage, sewing it up.
So now
you
it's
go.
just
Good as
the
new.
matter of my scorched skin.
That's more Wren's department.
A little one.
I don't want to use this spell slot. I'll just
No,
put
don't use
my
spell slot,
I'll put my hands on you, and then I'll take like some goat milk, and I just like put it on. This is
You
supposed
just
to
put
be
some
really, really
Fish
good.
scales
Moisturize.
on, because that's
Yeah.
what you use against
I'm like,
or burn
mean,
victims.
How much health level do you lose?
I
How
have
much hit points do you
no,
lose?
no. I've lost 12 and I have 68. So
Yeah, but like, I'm fairly certain. Didn't we buy some healing potions?
yeah, I don't want to
You
use
don't
it
want to
yet.
use healing
No.
potions
No.
for that, Jesus.
No.
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 Well, they only heal. You only regain 2d4 plus 2 hit points.
Yeah,
Yeah,
so if
but-
you use
But
it
in
as
the
an action,
battle,
you use
use that
when your
in-
healer is
Yeah.
dead,
You can
I
use that
I
in
also
battle,
has
too.
I'll keep my 12 like fine. That's fine. It's not much. And also I have a reaction where I can do some healing if I need to.
Yeah.
But 12, I don't think it's that bad on
No.
my hit point. It's more that
Yeah.
she'll look for an opportunity for someone else to heal her. But meh.
But I think
Well-
maybe like Wren is, I am pretending to do it.
Yeah. But obviously I can feel it's not. But I'm like, maybe we should work on developing more potions and healing skills, friend.
But maybe I am a little tired.
Are you, little one?
Yes.
I mean, you could even be more proactive and try not to catch on fire, but still, let's see, what's ahead here? And he looks
I look at him.
You see a hallway, or through the door you see a hallway that goes up a little bit, and then to the left.
Well, shall we venture forth, people? Patient
Yeah.
ones?
We shall indeed.
Let's go.
Let's go.
I'm putting a hand on
I'm
Bob
trying.
and kind
I'm
of scratching
I'm
him as
using
we're
rolling
going.
perception to see if there's anything in this hallway that
Ooh.
needs
Yeah, roll perception.
Smells of wet
have done
dog.
it.
Probably
24.
does, yeah.
Damn. Yeah.
Damn.
You look on and there's nothing that seems trap-like here at all.
Okay. Cool.
But I actually when we're walking, hold on a minute. The starry-eyed man, he's doing these trials on his own.
Yeah, but he might not have chosen someone else. The other one, though. There might be different trials. We don't know he chose this one.
Of course. I'm not stupid. He would not be given 4 pillars that has to be activated at once. But he's one. I think we just keep that in mind.
Yeah, no, that's...
Hopefully we'll take it out of him, but of course we don't know when he went in. He might have had time to recuperate and regenerate his medical abilities.
I mean, he has killed many people. Certainly people with skills before.
But this is a faded place.
Sure.
I'm just saying we should keep that in mind. We might need to really go in heavy-handed.
Oh yes, of course. I mean, I do not expect he will simply hand himself over, the wretched criminal scum that he is.
We might also have to be okay with the thought that all of us might not make it.
Exactly my sentiment. It might be a death, but it will sure be heroic.
And I will promise to remember you all.
Well, you know, I know who I would sacrifice, but you know. I'm not saying that.
Well, if it is our time, it is our time. But it's not there yet, so we might as well just crack on while we can.
Indeed.
Which is an interesting question I wanted to ask you, Baast. When it comes to longevity, which part of your heritage were you lucky enough to, inherit?
I'm not really sure.
Racist ass.
I mean, average lifespan of a goblin, 4 years.
I think goblins live to about 22.
Yeah.
Like, if you get really old, you can have a 30-year-old goblin. While elves get to like 700. So,
so like,
I mean,
there's
it's
a
a
difference
valid
here.
question.
How old does can I ask how old
is he gonna die of old age any minute, or is he gonna outlive us all?
Because a goblin is considered adult when they reach the age of 4.
Oh Jesus! How old does Goliath become?
Goliath just slightly longer than humans, so around 100 to 120.
Well,
halflings 190.
Halflings, I do believe, get around 150 to 100.
Yeah, 150. Yeah.
So I'm looking at Orpheus, but you're human.
Oh yes, but I'm fairly certain that by studying hard and learning the secret of certain secret medical secrets, I shall be able to, what shall we say, extend my life somewhat.
Well, then you definitely need to pump up your magical powers, don't you?
I mean, of course, it might.
A fancy hat is not going to get you
leech
to
or something
the
like
finishing
that,
line.
but you know.
You're gonna need all the goat milk you can get, my friend.
And then some.
Or just become, a level 20 druids, because then you age like 1/10 of the time you do.
Yeah.
Jesus.
Yeah.
Well, we can put it this way: I'm old for a goblin. I'm very young for an elf.
I think that settles it. And if this goes bad, none of us will see another spring, fall, or autumn, or whatever. Anyways, we should keep our minds sharp.
I'm sure that we'll all make it. We're
course
better
we
than
will.
him. We are.
We are. Most of us are.
Well,
Let's
as
move.
much as I love standing here talking to all of you, I reckon we have more rooms to go through.
You two take point. You have done a good job of leading us safely so far.
Well, don't say that. You did wonderful jumping back there.
Yes. My forte, that jumping.
A jumping wizard, who would have known?
Just a little note. Next spell to learn, flying.
Could you imagine if we had a bard now? The tale of the jumping wizard.
Oh, wonderful. I can hear all the children sing it.
Yes, the only problem is, of course, if you had a
my
bard, I
book.
think every one of us would be quite tempted to just push him off the ledge.
But maybe you should train.
Draw like a little doodle of Orpheus jumping
The jumping wizard.
across. Yeah, mid jump. Yeah, exactly.
Like just in that Super Mario
and with
pose.
his and with his.
Other than that, like standing on the edge, just like.
Not Dragon Slayer, not Fighter of Elements.
And then I'll flip
Jumping
it side and I'll
wizard.
draw Adeema holding him on a leash as he's falling down.
Of course.
Okay, yeah, I'm not gonna take that anywhere. But yes. now
I'm a
that
very
is out there.
fast drawer.
Yes,
super fast.
I would like to see the fan art of that, please.
No.
Ren is drawing fan art.
That's to all of you viewers. Please make some fan art of that and tag me, please.
Well, then 2 take points.
All right, I'm happy to lead.
As you go up this corridor and then to the left, there's another door. And you can see that between the cracks of the door, there's a light coming through, almost like moonlight, like a silvery light.
Don't like that.
Okay.
Through the door.
Yes.
Can I kind of?
Yeah. As you go and you push the door open, you come to yet another square room, and you can see there are 4 doors here. The one you came out, one on the other side, and you can see these inscriptions that starts making sense after a few seconds, and you can see the other path standing on that door. To the left is another door where it says, "For those who are done, for those who want to leave, for those who returned." And in to the right, you can see doors made of seems like they're made of platinum themselves, like typical, heavenly gates sort of looking.
Mm-hmm.
And in the middle of the room, there's a small pillar, and on that there's a chalice, also be made of this light. And this is the light source, and the only light source in the room. And it's sort of glowing and just bringing this silvery moonlight glow to the entire room.
Again, Adeema. And Adeema's heckling of Orpheus is just based in pure jealousy, because she wishes she could be a wizard so badly. So that's why she takes any opportunity to belittle him.
Just like any bully, it's
I know.
Like it's insecurity. That's all it really is.
She's so bad. She wants to be the intellectual. Orpheus.
Smart.
Yes.
Yes.
That's what I wish I could say to my school bullies. I would just say, you wish you were a wizard.
Yeah, I wish we were.
That would definitely help.
Let's see if you can use your gifted abilities as a wizard to see if there's anything here that is hidden.
That's a bit more difficult. I don't have any detect invisibility on it.
So there's one door that says we can leave.
Yeah.
Yes.
There's one door that is the other path, the other way.
Yeah. So just if we imagine you came out of the east door,
Sure.
and then the west door would be the other path.
It just says the other path.
Yeah.
Okay.
The southern door would be where you could leave, and then the northern door would be the.
But I guess
The celestial gates type of thing. Yeah.
What I guess this is that to continue in the path we must find a way through that celestial path. The other way would probably dump us over into trials of the other door, the way we didn't choose, don't you think? And the other one is for going home if we are fed up.
Yeah.
Like good dungeon design is just like, you could, if you just get back to the start, just go here.
It cannot be easy. This seems.
But this chalice, let me.
But why would we go the other
study it.
path?
Because if you can't figure out the trial to move forward from here, if we cannot get out of this room to continue forward, we could.
Humbug! We will not be stumped. We've been here for minutes.
That's actually that's really nice of them to give you an out.
It
Just
is not
easy as that.
It's
You
not
hear
an
a
out.
voice again going, "And for those, when they are done at the altar, for those who return, should not need to take the trials yet again."
Are we at the altar?
Is it like a back door? Like next time we want to come here, we can just go through that door?
Hold on. Are we at the altar? I'm looking around.
No, we have to go through the celestial doors to get to the altar, I guess. And then we can, when we want to leave, when we're finished, we can just go that way. We don't have to.
But is it like a shortcut for next time, Mr. Voice? Guardian, whatever your name was.
Those that are chosen by the champion of faith.
Yes.
They
Yes.
may.
Some of us, yes.
All of us, we are amazing.
I'll
Did
study
the-
this.
Did
This
the
thing that
starry-eyed
is.
man have to go through the trials?
At one point, everyone has to go through the trials.
I can't believe he's one of us. This is horrendous.
No one says you have to use your powers for good, you know. Some use it for evil, such as he has. And he shall pay dearly for it.
It is vulgar, it's unseen, and it is disgusting. It's
Well-
vile.
I'm gonna spend time examining this thing in the middle of this. What does it look like? Is it can I roll arcane to see if any clear magical
Yeah, well,
properties?
as you walk up to it, you see that it is sort of like it's a chalice, and within it seems to be a liquid, and the liquid itself also gives up almost this same shine. And as you look into it, you can swear that for a moment you see something familiar, but just a brief moment for a glance, and then something different. It seems that almost like a faint memory.
Yeah, I don't know. If I don't know, I rolled arcana 24. I don't know if that's going to tell me anything, but it's clearly magical at the very least, and it's certainly has some
Yes.
magical properties.
As you look around as well, you do see inscriptions, and these inscriptions you read in both arcanic runes, and also you can see that there are hints in different languages, but very, very old languages. Like primordial, you can see some draconic and some druidic within, and also giant runes. But in the arcane runes, you see that almost like a Rosetta Stone, you have the feeling that they all tell the same thing. And it's those of fate shall offer a drop of blood, then relive a memory.
It seems we must offer up a drop of blood if we're true, and to be truly, and only truly fated ones may do it, and then we shall relive a memory. And
What, in the chalice or where?
Yeah, yes, in the chalice, and assume
Just
that
a
that
drop?
will then. Just a drop,
Is
just a
sufficient.
pinprick, which is more for some and less for others. but yes, then we have to relive a memory, and then assume after that we will be able to move forward. But I'm going to venture a guess that it's not going to be a happy, well, it might be a happy memory, but then you might get lost in it, wanting to stay and never move on. It's going to be a trial somehow. Do not trust the memory. It can be deceptive and might try to lure us in to make us stay forever.
Do you think we
This-
have to go alone? We can't.
This is a hero moment then. A hero-esque.
Indeed. Well, that depends on the memory, but yes, I'm going to assume that we don't really go anywhere, but it's just a memories, and I'm assuming only ourselves can find a way out.
I don't
If
want
we
to
cannot do it,
I actually take off one of my like the metal gloves and take up a dagger and let me
Yeah,
be the
follow.
first that
Or
attempts
all at the
this
same
trial.
time?
Or is it all at the same time? Regardless, I am not
Maybe we could-
afraid, and I'm willing to pay whatever price necessary to
maybe
fight
we
the
should-
starry-eyed
maybe-
man.
Maybe
Is it-
maybe we shouldn't do it at the same time. Maybe we should like wait for each other, so at least.
If I perish, sing my songs, sing my name in songs of praise. I'm like,
Oh, of course.
Ran will.
And as the drop of blood leaves Adeema's finger and hits the chalice, you see a shockwave almost come out and hit you. You other three feel nothing, but Adeema, you get thrown back, and you are back in your village. You are back home. You are out standing with a book, not reading it, but walking around with a book. And you know, you were supposed to read it, but you'll get to that later. You know, it was more fun swinging a sword. And then you hear this sound, this familiar sound of this time. With something, and you know that it was back home in your father's smithy. Suddenly a sound that's wrong. Almost like an explosion, and you can hear that there's something gone wrong with some metal. And you hear a scream. And it goes cold down your back, and you remember this. And as you rush back and think maybe this time you'll get there in time, as you get there, you find your father bleeding. You find the blood streaming down his head. And time seems to warp, and you stand over him and his bed. He's lying there, still breathing but unconscious, and has been this for many weeks now, showing no sign of actually getting better. And just this feeling of helplessness, and this feeling of absolute dread, and that you couldn't do anything because you weren't there, you weren't prepared, you hadn't done enough. As you suddenly stand back in this room, just tears running down your face.
I actually violently, but very abruptly turn away from the rest of the party. This is personal and so intimate. It's too much for them. I don't want them to see it.
Oh, you're back in.
Yeah, the rest of you just saw a shockwave, and then suddenly tears down her face, and she turns around.
I'm just gonna say I'm not gonna let her do this alone, and I'm gonna go up and take a dagger and slice the end of my hand and just let it drip down.
Again, the same thing happens, and you are being forced back. First thing you feel is the heat from the desert sun, and the memories, and the joy of actually being able to have brought Baba about, and you've had him running around, but now to the sky, you know, you're sort of just been caught staring at him as he's flying around. And yes, you're on watch and all of that, but what could happen is the desert, you'd see anything from a mile away. And then you hear the screams, and then you hear the sounds of metal against metal, and you hear the sounds of flesh being torn from the bones. And as you turn around, you see shadow creatures who now sort of attacking your fellow druids in the druid circle. You see your mentor standing, fighting against a large shadow creature. And as you run to help, you're too late, as this sword is the shadow creature's sword is driven through the body of your mentor and is lifted up.
I scream as I run towards them.
Time shifts again, and you're sitting there with your mentor holding him. The shadow creature seems to be gone, and as he's just looking at you, not being able to speak, trying to speak, but only blood and coughs come up. And as you look up, you see, just in the distance, you swear you can see someone walking away. And you're back in the room with the others. Still feeling, you can feel your hands shaking, and you can swear for a moment you can still see your mentor's blood.
I'm kind of just muttering to myself, I'll make him pay. I'll make him pay. I kind of just get lost in the memory for a bit, even though I'm back.
Maybe all have to work. Do you feel any different, Baast? Do you feel you can step through to next place now?
Fucking angry is what I am. But I'm gonna go up and see if I can go open the door.
You step towards the door, and you can just step through them, because it's as if they're not there for you at all.
Let's run. Next.
All right.
Push it towards the challenge.
I'll go over, and I'll kind of take Adeema's hand Adeema,
I'm far right. I'm
sorry. I thought
Yeah.
you just turned around.
Nope.
No. And you can, as you're standing there, you suddenly feel a nudge on your side, and you see Daisy there.
Thank you, Daisy. And I'll kind of, I'll just touch her. And I'll don't make it too deep. And out to Orpheus. So he can.
And so true. I think I should have a little needle used for magical.
Oh yeah, no
ritual.
problem.
Magical pricking of the finger.
Finger, and I drip of blood, a single drop of blood into the chalice.
You sit in the lovely fields of Sheep Creek as you're watching out over the little herd of sheep and goats that you have. And as the summer breeze comes in and you just look out over the waters, suddenly an explosion. And it runs cold down your neck, and as you turn you can see your farmhouse writhing in black flames, and you can swear that for a moment you see almost like a tentacle coming out of it, and you can see it grabbing something and dragging it back in. One of the farmhands working on your farm, you can hear him screaming as you see a shadow creature coming out from these flames, grabbing onto him and dragging him towards. You are just stunned. You sit there in a moment, just freeze. Because what can you do? What could you do? You mean, you're just one person. You know, you're not that, hated that you saw just merely a few days ago, walking by the village, and you just wish you could be like her. You wish you could be like this big, strong person, but you're just frozen in the moment. And as you sit there for about a minute, you see these flames suddenly start shifting and disappearing. And it's now just a ruin of where your house once was. As you finally get yourself and run, you find none of your family. There's nothing but corpses left behind. They are gone. They're gone, and what did you do? You just sat there. And as you're standing there, you again can sort of feel something come walking, and Daisy sort of nudges you, starting to comfort you. And you're back into the room.
I don't want to do that.
Yeah, run out.
But it's not.
I don't. Rather towards the doors.
Yeah.
Orpheus casts a longing look at the door that would take him out of here, away from this place, away from what chaos might be waiting. Well, I come this far. Justice shall be served. It's very dear to me. Just come on, it's pinprick. He's a wizard.
Yeah.
It's practically 1 hit point.
I'm not gonna make you guys take damage because it's the drop of blood. But yes, for a wizard, almost. You are sitting surrounded by books, and you have your master sitting just by you, sitting with his own things, but still, as he seems to be sort of looking and doing something while he's still doing some experiment, he's still talking you through things and still explaining it to you, and this joy of sort of just learning it, and you just writing down arcane runes as he's doing it, and he just keeps telling you, no, you can't just write it down, you need to start experiment. Just sitting here with your books will do you no good. You need to go out there. At some point, you have to leave the library. I've told you this many times. But anyway, the concept of Featherfall is... And he goes on. And
As I see.
Time keeps shifting, and you see your master who gets closer and closer to something, and he actually starts, as you have gone out on smaller missions, every time you come back, he seems to be working on something and he keeps telling you that he is closer and that he's on the verge of something great. Maybe he will be one of the great ones. If this works out,
He certainly will.
His name will go on in Magic history as so many others before him. And on the day where he finally has it and is going to show it both to you and to other esteemed colleagues, as he's writing these glyphs, and he's turning the pages, and this is highly advanced magic. This is magic of almost the highest order that a mortal can do. Suddenly the runes start turning dark, and he looks confused, and then the confusion goes over to fear. And he looks to you, and the last thing he's able to do is cast the spell that teleports you 60 feet further away. And you see others also, with those of higher magical capabilities, all seem to sort of either disappear or start shielding themselves as something goes very wrong. And a massive explosion of arcane energy goes off. And at the end, you can see your master lying there, dead. Run towards him, and it's just a charred corpse of him, and you look at the book, and as you look at it, there's something off. Something's not right. This isn't his original, because you know that you have seen the back of this book so many times. He was more concerned of what was on the inside, not on the outside, because from the outside you can see there's slight differences that are just enough off that only you and him would notice, but he didn't. And in the distance, sabotage. And you're back in the room. As now the gates seem to disappear, and none of you can see it. Just beyond, you can see a large domed room, a room spanning far, and you hear a voice that you've heard once before, last time from a crow, this time from a hooded figure about to turn around, saying, "Ah, yes, I've been expecting you. Though, I'd say I expected you sooner." And that is where we're going to end today's episode.
No! Boop, boop. Oh, goddamn.
Goddamn.
Baby.
Next time is going to be the final episode.
Yeah, boss time.
Boss fight. I'm ready to
So
go.
we'll see who will stand victorious. Will it be our fated heroes, or will it be the starry-eyed man?
Yes.
Only one way to find out, and that is to watch the next episode. Thank you to all my players for being fantastic.
Thank you, Mr. DM.
And thank you for also
Daniel.
solving all of my puzzles within, a reasonable
They were
time.
fun. Amazing.
I love me some adventure like.
Oh yes,
and
and it's also great when you don't have to spend 2 to 3 sessions on a single puzzle, as I have done in the past.
Yeah.
Because we are SMART!
Yeah. Thank you to all my players. Thank you so much, the viewer, for all of this. And we do appreciate your likes, your comments. So tell me, which tragic backstory is your favorite? And until next time, be kind to each other, be loved, and be safe. Bye!
Bye!
Bye-bye!